Hello everyone, my name is Nicholas, the part-time thrifter, a balanced online and Amazon for profit, and what we're going to be going through today, and the title of this video is when should you get a repricer? Now, obviously, I've always been quite open in regards to how I've been doing Amazon and how I'm running my business, and I'd be wrong for me to actually say to you is that I even knew what a repricer was during my first year of doing Amazon. So during my first year, I didn't know what repricer was. I didn't know what Seller Amp was. I didn't know what BuyBot Pro was. I just didn't have a clue what it was, and I was literally doing everything through a scanning app, and hence as to why I had mistakes. Now I was very lucky because obviously when I started my Amazon journey, everything was done with second-hand goods, so therefore the profit margins were okay, even if I made a mistake. But eventually, I found out that I had massive issues with not using an app, and I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to it. So I think obviously everyone that's doing Amazon at the moment in time is 100% using a scanning app, whether it being BuyBot Pro or Seller Amp, and then you get into it because obviously that tells you exactly what the profit will be per purchase you're actually making. But the problem is, when do you actually get a repricer? If anyone doesn't know what repricer was, it is basically it's a software that allows you to for your items to be repriced daily. Okay, and what you do is you set either there's two different things you can actually do. For me, the way I set it is I set a minimum price, and the minimum price that I set it is I set the buy box at the time that I was actually buying that making that purchase, and then the maximum price is I set the maximum price of the items ever sold by looking at either keeper data, okay, BuyBot Pro data, or SellerAmp data. So that's the way I actually reprice my goods. Other people do it by ROI, and they're thinking, well, this is the purchase price. I want 20% return on investment for that item at least, or 20 to 40%, and that's the way they do it. But what it does is, I wish I knew exactly what it does, but they seem to be actually be um, readjusting the prices up and down all day and getting the buy box for people. That's what the repricer seems to be doing. Obviously, what you're trying to do, you're trying to get a repricer that doesn't basically run your listings to the bottom. Okay, so you got Profit Protector Pro. That's the one I've been using for a long time. There's a lot of people have actually switched and using SDK repricer too. I've not used the SDK repricer, even though I use SDK for my profit tracking. The reason as to why I've not switched from Profit Protector Pro, I'll just show you a quick screenshot and I'll have it there for us. This is my dashboard at the moment in time. I'll just take a screenshot. So at the moment in time, that's my dashboard. I've got 18,876 and 34 pence all time Profit Protector Pro boost. Okay, so while I've actually had Profit Protector Pro for the last 2 years, is made me an extra 18,000 above the buy box. Just the last 30 days, I've got 122, and if you look, it's made a total of 1,387 reprices. What it does is so many different ways for you to get the buy box. Okay, it's location, is the price. It's the quantity of items that you've actually got, and Amazon will give you the buy box. I'm pretty sure feedback might have something to do it too, and it's nothing of my concern. This is why I thought I need to get a repricer. And if you're thinking, should I get a repricer or not? Well, first of all, if you starting doing Amazon and this is what your first month of doing Amazon, you've got a lot of expenses. Thinking before you even get any sales, you're thinking, well, I've just paid 25 quid for my scanning app. I've got 30 quid for Amazon just to pay to actually sell. Because let's be honest, unless you actually pay for the professional plan for Amazon, you're not going to get the buy box. So you left the next thing available. Okay, maybe you've got a profit tracking software. That's another 30 quid. And then you've got a repricer. And for me, I think a repricer is vital. Okay, but get to 50 ASINs before you actually get a repricer for yourselves. I think that's usually the massive difference between it. Get to the 50 ASINs before you get into a repricer. You can do it early, then amazing, because obviously that means your sell-through rate will be better, and you won't have to actually change stuff. And we're back. I'm sorry about that, guys. Guess what? Just more Lego that I actually ordered from Amazon. Um, for us, it was a nice little Optimus Prime Horizon Zero Dawn bundle, so that was good. But yeah, as I was actually saying, by having a repricer, what does that allow you? Well, it allows you to actually have a better sell-through rate for your items. So if you're thinking, well, I've just spent 25 quid on this item, I want to get my money back, but oh my gosh, I've got 30 different sellers on this item. Well, this is the difference, okay? If someone's got a repricer and it's one of those 30 sellers who's got a repricer, they'll get the buy box. As simple as that. So therefore, you're getting a better sell through with your items. You can see, okay, how many SKUs I'm repricing at the moment in time. Okay, how many reprices today. So for me, I've been extremely happy having a repricer, especially when, in all honesty, guys, the first time you actually click it, you won't actually believe. You probably have your best day to date on Amazon the first time you enable the repricer for yourselves. And yeah, I think once you get to your 50 ASINs, then you should be thinking, well, I'm going to be doing Amazon for the long term. Let's get a repricer so we can actually have the money moving. Because obviously with Amazon is you make the purchase, you don't see that money to 3 weeks, 1 week until something gets checked in. Say it sells on the same day. You've got another 2 weeks for Amazon to process that money, and then eventually you get it. So by having that repricer, it means that you've got more money coming to you because you get more sales. As simple as that. So I do advise for anyone that is starting with Amazon, once you actually get to your 50 ASINs, 50 different items, that is when you should be thinking, well, actually, maybe I should be looking to reprice. Okay, so obviously both reprices, I've had really good feedback for the SDK one too. I've been using ProfitProtectorPro for 2 years, and obviously you can see the numbers there really for us. And the way I actually run my purchases and everything at the time, I'll just put another screenshot there for us to explain how it works, is I use BuyBot Pro, Seller Amp, and Profit Protector Pro. I use them all together. And when I make a purchase, because 95% of my stuff that I buy is online arbitrage, 5% retail arbitrage, I straight away, first of all, have my Seller Amp on the right hand side because I just like exporting stuff to my G Suites very easily. I've just set it up now and I can easily speak to VA, so hence I've got it there on the right hand side. And then on the left hand side, you've got my repricer. Okay, my repricer, and I put a set minimum and maximum price for us, and then I set a default strategy. What I've done is I've made sure that I've moved my repricer right at the top. Yeah, so this it's quite easy for me to straight away, bam, bam, export my data to SDK also at the same time and have everything automated. And I'm going to be making a video explaining how I'm actually treating myself the same way I would treat a prep center in order to become more efficient. And I'm going to be showing you that because basically you should be showing some respect to yourselves and making sure that you value your time. So therefore, if I was completing my GC for this prep center, surely I should be doing exactly the same thing for myself because I'm not using a prep center, unfortunately, at the moment in time. I'm just going to show you also a quick image. Unfortunately, after stopping the use of a prep center, is what it is. But yeah, guys, I just thought a quick video in regards to what is a repricer. Okay, hopefully I'll explain what that is. Not to the best, but simple as what I understand it to be doing. When I think you should be actually getting a repricer. And yeah, just the way that I do online arbitrage. I'm going to make sure that I show you exactly all the click of the button that I do when I do the retail arbitrage too, and how I actually treat myself now, and making sure that my G sheets reflect what stock comes in, what stock goes out too, and checks in. Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed this video. A bit informative. If you can like, subscribe, that's amazing. And as always, keep thrifting.